Bob, Shelly, Aunt Faye, Dawn, all these strange names that are related to me that I don't know anything about. And again, just like all the other parts of my family, you only come around every now and then or every few half dozen years just to check in when you're sick, when things are going bad. Why? So I'll feel bad for you. And that's all the energetic connection you need from me in order for your life to get better. Not dumb anymore. So let's talk about this. My Aunt Shelly has been involved with Eastern Star fucking connections in the church world or what the fuck have you. I mean, so many denominations of witches nowadays, you can't even tell. And they can't tell. They're totally fucking blind to what they're doing. I mean, you got to be an actual moron to think that you're going to wash yourself in the blood of another human being, eat the body of another human being, and God's going to accept that. You don't destroy life to honor life, idiot. So, what these people have been doing is rooted in jealousy. Jealousy over something that I didn't know I was. I didn't ask for it. I fucking showed up here. I showed up here to have a good fucking time. And when I have a good time, the rest of the world has a good fucking time. And you stole that. You stole that. And that's not appreciated. So, periodically through my life, Shelly would touch in and it would be like these psychic fucking moments. Like, talk about what I'm doing, right? You know, like, hey, are you doing okay? Are you doing this? And I would be doing that. And it was like, wow, holy crap, you know? You must be blessed. No. It's witch stuff. I mean, they were dabbling in the world, but they had no idea what the fuck they were doing. Or it's the opposite. They did know what they were doing the entire fucking time, and they used Christianity as a sheet to mask who they were. That's believable too. So, Bob, the weeper, I'm the fucking rainmaker, not you. When I cry, the world hurts. So, again, bold statements. You know, only a few are going to accept that until you see the truth of what's going to come. Probably in just this year alone. I mean, I don't know. I hope it's not terrible. I mean, I hope it's a pleasurable transition. Either that or just all you fucks that don't belong here get removed. And that'd be fine with me too at this point. I'm sick of it. But you know, Shelly and Bob and you know, she just recently met this poor bastard, either that or she knew him years back and they already knew this was gonna happen, right? So this Thanksgiving I show up for dinner. I've already mentioned this. And you know, there's old past memories too, but I'm not gonna dig that shit up because now is what's taking place. So I go to dinner, right? And I sit down in the living room and I'm talking to Bob, and you know, I've got my new happiness. I found myself again, so I'm in a different place. And you know, we exchanged some words and shit, and like people seem to do this stuff around me where they get all weepy and I'm 74 years old, you know. And what the fuck, man? We didn't even eat dinner yet. What are you crying about? So my Aunt Shelly, as dinner's getting served, runs upstairs, does her little ritual, runs downstairs, turns on a fucking tape recorder, and then puts some shit on my food. And yeah, keep in mind, I don't have proof of any of this. I just know it happened because I was told. So they poisoned me, right? And then, you know, we're eating dinner and everything, and Bob's staring down at me like, what the fuck? You know, why are you still coherent? Why are you not flipping out? Why are you not throwing up or whatever the fuck you expected me to do? Well, that's because somebody's got my back. A whole lot of things got my back. But yeah, so as I'm exiting, you know, what I thought was a family get-together holiday night, he starts trying to drag me out back to drink a beer underneath two pine trees, in the middle of two pine trees that Shelly had lopped off the branches out on the inside. And there's just two stumps. Didn't look comfortable, about 30 fucking degrees. No thanks, I don't even want a beer anyway. You're not the kind of guy I think I would ever drink with. Definitely not now. But, you know, he even followed me out to the front porch to repeat it and repeat it and repeat it. And he looked like he was going to fucking cry standing right there. So prior to that, I had told him everything I know and everything I was talking about, which I'm not going to go in with them. They were there. And it was going to be my testimony. Cut to now. Holy shit. Divine timing and the Lord. Look, God, mother, you know, I look at God as mother and father creating forces, right? And these things are just, you know, if you can really appreciate art, you'll understand that everything is fucking art. Everything. So the things that are being created in front of me in my life right now that I've already lived through are 1,000 times different than anything I ever knew or thought I knew about. And it's the wildest experience ever. I love it. I love life now. I wanted to kill myself for years. I didn't want to be here because I didn't understand it. I didn't understand why everything went fucking wrong for me. And why, you know, I had to go running back to people to save me all the time. Fuck that. Not no more. So, anyway, my Aunt Faye and the Gerbitzes and all these weird fucking people. Dude, my Aunt Faye called me out of nowhere just to tell me that her husband is a sniper. This was a number of years ago. Cool. I was like, man, that's a career. My dad never did nothing with his life. Maybe he just couldn't because you guys were fucking everybody over on my bloodline. Or I don't even know my bloodline. I'm kind of questioning who my parents even were at this point. But I'm not going to go there. Hold on. Hey, how you doing? So, where the fuck was I, man? My Aunt Faye Gervitz telling me that her husband's a sniper. You know, they're laying seeds to make me paranoid and shit. Now I understand those aren't seeds. That shit's real. They're threatening my fucking life. These people, after Thanksgiving, didn't understand why they couldn't get rid of me, so they did a ritual. An unalive you ritual. This is what I speak about in a couple videos ago, and I think one of my first two, where, you know, I was fighting somebody extinguishing my life force. Felt it. This is them, right? I did nothing. I don't ask to hurt anybody. I don't pray for hurt. The most I'll ever ask is judgment on your fucking ass. That's it. Right? So, ooh, yeah. So my Aunt Dawn and somebody else ended up being in the hospital the day after. And they're trying to act like it's cancer and shit like that. And like, I know the truth. It actually blew my mind. Put the shakes in me. Like, man, you know, that's not what I wanted. But when you idiots won't stop fucking with something you're not supposed to fuck around with and that you don't understand, look what happens to you. Now, I haven't checked into anybody since I walked away from Sub-Zero, or when I called Burner and everybody out on Facebook. So, even my own family, step family, whatever, Molly, shit like that, haven't checked in. I don't know what's going on, but I think you do. So my advice would be to stop doing what you're doing. Stop thinking the way you think. Stop trying to live the way you live. Stop trying to take shit that's not yours. Take accountability for who you are and your actions. And then watch your life change.